Hi Scorpio, welcome back. Scorpio, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting to or thinking about during this time frame. Because it's a general reading, the roles can be reversed, so feel free to flip it if you need to. And my readings are timeless, so I trust that when this finds you, that's when it's for you. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Now Scorpio, when I was meditating on the collective Scorpio energy, I kept getting two phrases, which was barbed wire and chain link. Barbed wire and chain link. And I was trying to move the thought to the side so that I could get in more information, but it kept pulling me back to that. So I don't know if there is significance to barbed wire or chain link fencing, but to me it's almost like a precaution, or I heard a cautionary tale of almost taking this stance, Scorpio, of, don't get caught in the barbed wire, or don't mess with me. I don't know if that's you putting that energy out or other people bringing that energy to you, but it's definitely setting boundaries, okay? Within yourself, or people setting boundaries with you. But oftentimes it's both, right? Because often what we're thinking and feeling, we are also experiencing in the external. It's usually reflected back to us. So I kind of got that type of vibe. I saw a candle light up. So you might be having a reignition of desires and passions and things that you may have put on the back burner. Okay, because I now see a burner, like a stove burner coming on. So it's things that you have maybe put off to the side, things that you said I'll get to later, all of that I think is coming to the forefront. It's right now is the time, or you might be getting to things that you put on the back burner, or people that you had to put on the back burner, like that. So it's a mixture of in some ways being a bit closed off and setting boundaries, but in then other ways, or maybe with other people or in other areas of your life, pulling things back to the forefront that you put on the back burner, okay? I get a little bit of irritability, each of you are going to have varying degrees of that, but I feel be careful with the irritation. A lot of times when we're feeling irritated with others, it's because we're not paying attention to how we're thinking and feeling, therefore making us easily triggered by other people, okay? So if you're feeling irritable, that's a sign to shut off, or, maybe go have a breather, or, do whatever you need to do to calm down, Scorpio, so that you don't get that stinger out. Then you start stinging people. Then, Scorpio, you never really feel good about that at the end of the day, no matter what you want to tell other people. I know that Scorpio, you're of one of two minds. You are very proud of your ability to stand up for yourself and not take no shit, and you'll get out that stinger. But on the other side of that, after it's all said and done, a lot of times there is regret with the way things were handled, or you end up feeling more hurt than you did before. So that's a precaution as well. And I'm hearing again, cautionary tale. All right, so some of you, this might be a repetitive issue that you have in general when it comes to dealing with relationships or people, or you attract people that pull those extremes, out of you, so to speak. Trigger, that's the word. So Scorpio, your overall energy for this time frame is the sun. So this is all about being in your essence, being self-aware, your energy, your life force, your spirit, your creativity, honoring the masculine pieces of yourself, even if you're a feminine Scorpio. It's talking about also solitude, okay? Individuality, knowing when enough is enough, knowing when to walk away, that type of energy, knowing when to express. It's also about self-sufficiency, independence. Sometimes this can represent the father or father figure in your life. There might be issues surrounding that, or things coming up in regards to the patriarchy. So let's get into it and see. Now, interestingly enough, I have several stones out, okay? Oh, you can't see them. I'll show them to you. I have all of these stones out. And while I was talking, without even thinking, I picked up the black onyx. So this stone in particular might be of value to you or symbolism for you. So look up maybe what that means. I don't know if you're also drawn to that, Scorpio. But that was the one I was drawn to for you. So now we're going to get a little bit more detailed. So let's see what your overall energy is, Scorpio, for this time frame for my Scorpios. You have the Two of Wands, which talks about progress. It also talks about kind of being at a crossroads, but I actually don't feel like that. I feel like if you have been stuck at a crossroads, you're making progress away from that. You know, this talks about having decisions as well to make, as far as like what path you're going to take, what response are you going to give. Like I said, I see you like picking and choosing in your environment of like who to put boundaries up with, and like then pulling back, you know, other situations, people or whatever that you've been putting on the back burner to the forefront. So I feel like there's a lot of selective sifting going on within your environment, Scorpio. And I feel like you're the one doing the sifting. Person you're connecting with is the Justice, the Hermit, and the Three of Pentacles. So this person's energy is, you know, trying to find balance, it's all about keeping integrity for this person, and reflecting on, you know, their choices from the past, and then using that to take action, okay? I feel like this person is getting in tune with the fact that they are wanting more cooperation in their life, doing a lot of internal reflection as well. This person might be also wanting solitude or introversion during this time frame, as sometimes the Hermit does talk about that. And if so, it's just because they're trying to gain balance, more balance in their life before they take action on anything, okay, or before they build anything or do anything further. So now we're going to go into recent past energy, what led up to this. Then we're going to go into perception, how you genuinely feel about each other, what your hopes are, and most likely future outcomes based on free will. So you have the Two of Swords and the Devil in the energy. You keep having a card flip and then it goes back. There we go. Oh gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. So Two of Swords, the Devil, the Nine of Wands, and then 10 of Wands here. And then you have two more fly out, the Hangman, the Magician. So yeah, I feel like Scorpio, in the recent past energy, it's like feeling a bit stuck, you know, feeling pulled in two different directions, you know, stuck in old habits that aren't serving you anymore, but not really being able to see the solution or see the way out. And it's because you had your defenses or have your defenses way up. So you might be giving off a very defensive type of vibration or emotion, and you may be getting that back from others. But it's like, it's coming from this place of rumination is what I heard, rumination. And now they're showing me runes. I don't know if some of you are into runes or stones and stuff, but, or this could be even in something that you've carried, not just through this life, but through past lives, Scorpio, of this, wanting things to come and then pushing it away, and then wanting it to come and pushing it away, you know what I'm saying? And it's coming from a place of like uncertainty, and yet feeling compelled, you know, to stick with something that you know does not serve you, or to stay in a situation that you know is not for your highest good. And like I said, this could be a repetitive cycle in this life or many lifetimes, okay? But I feel like there's a sense of being a bit guarded about that. So you may not be really open to talking about how you interface in relationships, or if maybe someone was trying to get you to open up recently, Scorpio, in the recent past, you may have guarded yourself from fully expressing that, or you know what I'm saying? Like went into defensive mode as opposed to receptive mode, right? Because I kind of get you like didn't want to hear it. And I feel like it's because you're trying to move forward and yet it feels heavy, and yet you feel like all the work is being done by you, and it's like Spirit's trying to get you to see it from a different perspective, that the struggle is not necessary going into the future. And even though the struggle has gotten you through things that you felt you were never going to come out of in the past, whether it be simply negative thinking, some of you addictions, some of you situations that were toxic, things like that, you know, Spirit's wanting to say, okay, let's put that struggle to a rest here, because you manifest better when you have clarity and perspective, and you can't have clarity and defensiveness. You know, you can't have satisfaction and worry. You got to choose. You can't have happiness and hold on to things that make you unhappy. So it's like, Scorpio, you're being led by Spirit and towards being more of a selective sifter, yes, of what emotion you want to feel. Not just about who you want in your life and what you will and will not do, but of being a selective sifter about what you allow in your brain, what you allow yourself to dwell in, and what emotions are you choosing, right? Because I feel like a lot of you have come aware of this. If not, you will be coming aware of this because you're gaining a higher perspective, and then it's helping you to see like, oh, okay, so I actually have a lot of control over that. And then because you're becoming aware of that and becoming self-aware, self-awareness is what this is really about, then you can kind of almost mold the situation to what you want it to be and manifest things that you really, really want, and create more of like a cohesive environment in the relationship sector in particular, which is where I think a lot of the struggle has been. So let's see what this person's recent past is. 7 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, 6 of Swords. So Scorpio, the person you're connecting with, I got a lot of practical energy. Okay, so this person might be, or has been, at least leading up to this, trying to be very practical in their day-to-day, or practical in their relations with you or with others. Meaning, like, they are putting a lot of focus onto the tangible reality and creating things within that, whether it be within the home, you know, I heard decorating, or like finances, or crafts, or, you know, things that they can taste, touch, feel, and smell, cooking, things like that. You know, putting a lot of focus there, or being drawn to put a lot of focus into the tangible. And I feel like this person has this sadness about them underneath that they're trying to move forward from, or, you know, place some distance there, okay, between them and that emotion. It's like this person is moving forward, yes, and I see you also having movement forward. But the way that they're going about it is to almost separate themselves from the negative thoughts or emotions, you know, and kind of cast it aside. I have a song in my head. And it's gone. If it comes back, I'll let you know. Cast aside was an important word. This person may feel cast aside, or you may, but I got that word in specific. But it's like, there's that song again. I can't get it. It's right there. It'll come to me. Yeah. Cast away all doubt. I feel like they doubted their decision making, you know, in the past. They doubted if it was the right action. They feel, you know, I think they were holding on to a lot of regret as far as like the way things were handled in the past. And it could be related to this connection or not, but it's like they're trying to move forward from that in a practical way by paying more attention to, I guess, like the things that they can control, you know? Woo. So now we're going to go into perception, Scorpio, and how you see each other. Keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder, so it may be your truth, but it may not be their truth. But we'll start there and see where this is headed. So, Page of Pentacles for Scorpio. The Strength. How does Scorpio see this person? The Moon. Wow, you're getting a lot of cards. Two of Cups, Ace of Wands, Five of Cups. So you have the Five of Cups in your perception. This person had the Five of Cups in the past energy. So that's an interesting mirroring almost here. So I feel like a Scorpio, you know, you see this person as having a lot of potential and having a lot of willpower. Now, taken to another degree, you could view them as somewhat egotistical or confident, or both. Maybe you think they go back and forth between the both, you know, because I feel like you see this person's softer side, and then you see this very fierce nature in them, or almost egotistical, you know. I feel like there's a lot of underdeveloped emotion here as it pertains to this connection. And I think it's from, you know, just lack of progression of moving through how you emotionally feel. You may have put this person on the back burner. This could be one of the people that you put on the back burner. Or if it's not the actual person, it could have been like your emotions. Like you put your emotions on the back burner to satisfy some other things that you needed to get done or do in your life, or to satisfy another person even. But it's like, I keep getting that word of the back burner. So I feel like there's a very strong soulmate connection, or at least that's how you see it, as it's showing up in your perception. And there's a lot of intense desire here for intimacy in your own life, but also this person may spark passion within you. Now that passion can feel like sexual desire if this is intimate. If it's not intimate, it could be sparking creativity. And then of course on the other scale of that, this person could infuriate you, you know, because for every subject, there's actually two subjects, you know, on one side of passion, on the other side of that is anger. On one side of love, on the other side of that is hate. It's kind of like a yin and a yang. And Scorpio, you do tend to view relationships in very extreme ways like that, where it's all love, or all nothing, you know. So I feel like this person could incite a lot of desire and inspiration, but at the same time, it could drain you and make you resentful if you're not careful, because the energy is so intense within the connection, and it has the ability to emotionally overwhelm you or both. So it requires a lot of willpower, I think. Maybe more willpower than sometimes you feel that you have. But either way, it is a very strong connection in your mind. So let's see what this person's perception is of you, Scorpio. Five of Wands, Two of Wands, Justice, and the Three of Pentacles. So Scorpio, I feel like this person, they when they think about the connection, they feel two different ways about it. There's a lot of inner conflict going on with this person. I think that they may feel at times that you're combative or hard to get along with, or maybe you infuriate them, because it can be vice versa. I get like a power struggle here. and like a power dynamic. For some of you, this could be like a power couple gone wrong. You know what I'm saying? Where both are powerful in their own right, but then when it comes together as a combination, as opposed to empowering each other, it becomes a power struggle, which of course leads to conflict and tension. So that could certainly be it. But for the rest of you, it's just like this person has some sort of struggle when they think about the connection, and they're kind of struggling to see it from your viewpoint, you know, but trying to weigh out like pros and cons, and yet still wanting cooperation, action, because this has showed up twice now. So it's like this person, they place a lot of emphasis on the creative parts of you, Scorpio. That may be what intrigues them about you or what they like about you. But then when it comes to other aspects, they may feel like, I don't know, like they're weighing it out, or they have a hard time understanding like maybe the way that you deal with things or your perspective on things, right? And seeing like a struggle between you and them, or like I said, they may be struggling to understand the connection fully, and yet at the same time trying to keep their balance. And integrity is important, you know, on this person's side as an overall lesson. So they may be weighing out, you know, do I take the low road, or do I take the high road, you know? Do I hit them where it hurts, or do I cooperate and see it from their point of view? I feel like this person is like kind of weighing out their response to you, or, you know, how they feel, if nothing else. This is like trying to figure out, I guess, what would be in the highest good, like which direction to go with it. Or for some, they could vacillate back and forth between both, you know. Sometimes wanting to take the low road, sometimes wanting to take the high road, you know. So that was perception. And now we're going to go into the genuine emotions, how you genuinely feel underneath it. And go a little bit deeper here. Scorpio, you have the sun out. You've got the sun out twice now. So again, the sun is about self-awareness. Also, father-son relationships could be highlighted during this time frame, masculinity in general. So the sun, the world, the 8 of Wands, yes, Scorpio. So emotionally, you know, this is your house. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I heard. This is my house. I bring the pain. What's that from? Is that from wrestling? I'm not really sure what that's from. I feel emotional security, you know, during this time frame, you know, feeling connected with what makes you happy, feeling successful, you know, feeling accomplished, and having like this forward momentum, this progress, this pep in your step, you know, this yeah, it's almost like exhilaration. It's almost like an adrenaline rush, all right? So I feel like some of you are already in this energy, or you're headed towards this energy where it's like adrenaline rush. Now I have Twister in my head, adrenaline rush. This is a good song. And feeling on top of it, okay? So you're not feeling messy emotionally. It may appear to others that you are, but you're not feeling that way. You know what I'm saying? In the past, I think it was a little bit messy, to be quite honest with you. But I feel like right now, or at least coming into this moment, it's really much clearing up emotionally, you know, and feeling on top of the world, or getting some sort of good news or communication or movement forward in your life that makes you feel like, yes, that you're on top now, or that it's like giving you the validation that you're on, you know, the right path, and putting you more in control, or in the space of where you're feeling more in control of your own emotions and your own life. So I actually think that's really beautiful, Scorpio. As it pertains to the person that you're connecting with, I feel like because you're in a happy space, Scorpio, and feeling successful, then you're feeling more emotionally open or more emotionally communicative, you know. But yet still, you know, you're not going to show all your cards, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like you're being more openly expressive, or within love connections in particular, or maybe even or this person if it's a love connection. But I just feel like, but you're not like giving it all away, you know what I'm saying? You're still very much selectively sifting. Yes. So let's see what this person is feeling emotionally. King of Cups, Nine of Wands, King of Wands. Whoa, they got a lot going on here. Eight of Cups, Eight of Wands in the reverse, King of Swords, Queen of Wands. Wow. This person's kind of an emotional mess, I'm just saying. At least during this time period. I feel like emotionally, this person is like sinking back into this underlying sadness, okay? Being very emotional at times, and then immediately putting their guard up, and instead going into like a very fiery type of energy. I keep hearing stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's that song again. Okay, I know the artist. It's Kiana Ledes. It'll come. All right, so this person is wanting to walk away from that feeling of being stuck, you know, between a rock and a hard place, all right? And I don't feel they're communicating about this. They're definitely not speaking about all of the things that they have going on emotionally. It's like tight lip. I heard lip service. They don't want any lip service, or maybe you don't, I don't know. It's like this person is on the surface, maybe very confident, okay, looking towards the future, not questioning things. And then underneath, you know, of this pretty package, it's like, whoa, what is this, right? So there is some complications going on emotionally where this person has a lot of emotion that they do not express because they feel that they can't, or that they're stuck, and then kind of getting motivated to just kind of let it go or walk away. It could even frustrate this person. I think they frustrate themselves, Scorpio, because it's like this person is, you know, wanting to look the other direction or move past something, and then feeling stuck there, and then getting pissed off at themselves for not being able to, you know, truly move on from this, or walk away from something, or let it go. But then not being open to talking about it, not opening up to you about it, you know, almost being even harsh at times, or completely silent, you know, that type of energy, turning their back. And it's not that they're turning their back on you, although some of you maybe, they're turning their back on all of this that they do not want to handle and do not want to deal with. And that's what I felt in the past energy, is like trying to escape or move forward from that energy. And it's because they're trying to find balance in their life, you know? So I get like that. This person is compartmentalizing possibly a lot, you know, there could also be a lot of different people weighing in on how this person feels, you know what I'm saying? It could be like they know how they feel, but then they don't feel safe to express, and other people may be putting their opinion in on this, and then it kind of changes their direction, which makes them feel uncertain about what they feel. I just get a lot of uncertainty, you know. Well, that got interesting. So let's see what your hopes are, Scorpio. King of Cups, well, that's you, whether you're male or female, in the upright. So this is a beautiful depiction of the King of Cups, too, because this is like being at peace, being at calm, being good with where you're at, being good with who you are, you know, finding that inner guidance that you've been looking for, and feeling more certainty, getting more self-aware even. And I don't know, I just feel like you're shining, you know. This person's hope is the Seven of Wands. So they want to put their guard down, or they want you to. I actually don't feel like your guard is up. It may have been in the past, you know, or maybe even right now, but moving into the future energy, I feel you opening up. But for whatever reason, this person still feels the need to protect, and it could be them that's guarded, but I actually feel like they don't want to be in that energy, okay? I think that's what they're trying to, they're struggling with knowing how to do that and moving past that, but I feel like that is what they want. So, most likely future outcome for Scorpio. Now, keep in mind, all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will, so take it as it resonates. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, woo, Eight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. So that came out in the reverse. So I feel like Scorpio, there's that song again. Take it all, take it all, take it all, take it all. The good, the bad, understand. Take it all. That was from Kiana Ledes, I think. It's playing in my head. Sorry, I don't mean to like go into my own space. I was letting the lyrics come through. Taking the good with the bad. I don't know, go look it up. Alright, so Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles. This is you feeling that assurance, that self-worth. You know, feeling at peace and kind of shutting anything out that doesn't allow you to stay in that space. That's what I felt like the barbed wire was. You know, that's what I felt like the fencing was, where it's like, I'm going to protect my happiness at all costs. But a lot of times, your worst enemy when it comes to your own happiness is not other people, it's you. And that's true for all people, because a lot of times the worst enemy lives up here and not next door. So it's like, you can cut off all you want externally, but if you're not friends with yourself at the end of the day, or you don't have that good connection with your ego and your soul, yourself and your higher self, then it matters not, you know, because that's the most important connection, right, Scorpio? So I feel like there is like an alignment coming in for you, or an understanding of that coming through for you. And I feel like the lyrics of that song are pertinent, but for some reason they're kind of far off in the distance, so I can't hear them. But anyways, it is, you know, if you need to place distance from people in order to find your happy space, then absolutely do it. But don't think that that is the end all and be all, because a lot of times it is internal work and internal dialogue that needs the attention, not so much the external relationships. But I feel like you're coming to peace with that, you know what I'm saying? And I think there may be times where you feel like a lack of commitment. You know, you may have committed yourself to things that you no longer maybe want in your life, or that you don't see going anywhere, things like that. So I do feel like you're really closely evaluating not just relationships, I mean jobs, I'm talking money, I'm talking like almost every arena of your life, and just kind of sifting and sorting and seeing, you know, do I want to carry on with that? You know, what is coming from that? And really kind of taking a close look at that during this time frame, Scorpio, because there is like, you're not investing enough time to yourself. You might be exploring too much external from you and not exploring enough internal, which I don't think is very Scorpio-like, because Scorpio, you kind of dwell in emotions, so you tend to actually overanalyze emotion, but you need to dedicate some more time to yourself to get comfortable with how you're feeling and who you are. And I actually don't think that's advice. I think that's what you're actually doing. You know, I think that's what Spirit has led you to do, or will be, you know, coming up here in the future energy. But like I said, it's all about self-awareness and getting comfortable with where you're at and who you are, and feeling that sense of emotional fulfillment as well as self-worth, you know, coming through for you. The lyrics are, I take the good with the bad. It's gonna kill me. You never blame me for all of my ways. My bad if I hurt you. She says, you never blame me for all of my ways. My bad if I hurt you. The song is actually about unconditional love. So yeah, go look it up. Good song. All right, so 3 of Swords and the Star in this person's future energy. Knight of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. So I feel like Scorpio, this person is healing from, you know, these things that they have yet to let go of, just to be quite honest with you. You know, because I feel like they compartmentalized it, and it allowed them to like boost their confidence forward. I mean, I feel like this person has used all of these things that they have, I don't want to say suppressed, compartmentalized as a means to drive their willpower forward. But yet at the end of the day, it's still all here, right? So I feel like this person's going through a healing stage in their life where they are healing from old wounds and finding more balance in their life, you know, getting more into their well-being. And this person's not in a hurry, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like this person is, it may appear that they're stuck or there's stagnation, but I actually feel like this person is intentionally taking their time, you know, or taking the time that they need, taking the time out that they need is what I heard. Taking the time that they need to do whatever they need to do to process all of this, right? Because I almost actually kind of feel sick to my stomach right now. So I think like this person may not only be emotionally healing, but physically, like they could have, I don't know, some physical things that may have needed their attention, or that they have been working on, even habits, habits of thinking, habits of being, you know, daily habits, things like that. There's a lot of emotional processing going on this person's side, and they're reaching some sort of clarity. So I do feel like there is new information here in regards to this connection, or clarity coming, emotional freedom coming after a period of you know, holding on or staying stuck or in stagnation. It's like they were in, it's a holding period. That's what it is. I feel like this person is in this holding period where they're investing most of their time and energy into not just the practical reality, but also like the emotional self or well-being, and at times maybe even dwelling a little too much there. But I feel like they're getting an immense amount of healing or clarity through this process. Yeah, so I feel like it's like this person is moving out of despair almost into hope. But it's taking a long time because they, like I said, compartmentalize things. And also, I think this person has trouble seeing your perspective. Even though I feel emotionally you are, at least during this point in time, very clear, you know, and actually raising your vibration and getting more self-aware and being more self-sufficient, which is giving you like an energy boost. While this person is still like needing to kind of go through, I can't think of the word all of a sudden. They need to go through the process, right? And that's what they're doing, but in their own time. So I feel, yes, Scorpio, you're getting a bit more comfortable with where you're at and reevaluating things. And this person is doing some healing and getting in touch with themselves emotionally and getting some clarity about how they feel utmost. I said utmost, first and foremost. So I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with: Aries energy, Aquarius energies here. Libra, Virgo, Libra again, Leo, Aries, Pisces, Capricorn, Cancer. Those are the primary zodiac signs I see, but keep in mind it can be any zodiac sign because it's a general reading. So if it resonated, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to check me out on Facebook and Instagram. I do go live there. I do talks about spirituality, law of attraction, and just random chats. So you can catch me there, Tarot Time with Dana. Also, if you like what I'm wearing, you can get it for yourself at my sister's online boutique, avasophiaco.com. And I also added a donation button for those of you who would like to donate to my channel. All of this is linked in the About section of my YouTube, as well as in the description box below. Either way, Scorpio, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.